You can bet I'll jump at any chance to talk about Friday the 13th movies or Jason Voorhees. So while there may or may not be some movement on the next movie in development for my favorite horror movie franchise of all time, let's catch everyone up on all of the and rumors. Welcome back to MLMiller Frights, a part of the Kings of Horror Network. I'm MLMiller. While you might be watching this video on the Kings of Horror Network, I urge you to click over to my MLMiller Frights page after this and give it a like. Share with your buddies across the electronic superhighway. Click subscribe to that channel, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Let's get the word out to new folks so we can make MLMiller Frights and the Kings of Horror Network bigger and better. Last time we checked into Crystal Lake happenings, Stephen King was tossing out a hypothetical pitch for a Jason Voorhees book told from the masked killer's point of view. Over the weekend, a few people have been dropping vague tweets about the state of the Friday the 13th franchise and how something may or may not be in development. This doesn't mean that the lawsuit that has long delayed the film has been worked out. As Larry Zerner tweets, there are internet reports that a new Friday the 13th movie is in development. As far as I can tell, this is just clickbait, and there's no truth to these stories. The case is not settled yet, and the Second Circuit has yet to issue an opinion. Keep following for updates. Now, Zerner not only played Shelley in Friday the 13th Part 3, but he is also an entertainment lawyer who has provided continued coverage of the Cunningham-Miller case since it began. So he is a viable source. Still, just because the case isn't closed yet, that doesn't mean that people aren't working to preemptively have the film in development when the case finally does come to a close. To catch people up, Sean Cunningham and Victor Miller have been slugging it out over the rights to the franchise for years now. It doesn't seem like that's going to be settled anytime soon, but Jason's legal battles are a complex one, and fodder for someone interested in making a documentary about the fierce legal battle for the rights to horror's greatest slasher. One of the things that distinguishes Jason from the rest of the slashers is that we have watched his evolution through the years in his many films. So even if Miller gets the rights back, it would only be for the first film, not the entire Friday the 13th series. This means that Miller would be able to make a film set at Crystal Lake with Pamela Voorhees and her drowned son, maybe the Christie family and Crazy Ralph, but Jason as a machete-wielding serial killer, the hockey mask, zombie Jason, Tommy Jarvis, and anything that happens in the sequels aren't a part of that settlement. So while many think Miller deserves his due here, I don't want the rights to go back to him fully because some of the most beloved aspects of the Jason mythos wouldn't be able to be used in a Miller-owned franchise. The best we can wish for is a settlement between Cunningham and Miller, and while there's no love lost between the two, I'm hoping the bags of money they would both receive from a new Friday the 13th film would make them play nice. Or maybe they're just two curmudgeons too proud to simply come to a civil agreement. Now, if there really is something in development at Crystal Lake, will it be another reboot, a continuation, or a revitalization of the series by returning back to the original, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween are doing? Should it be a prequel or a direct sequel, taking all Friday the 13th films into consideration? Personally, while the latter films have their moments, the core story of Friday the 13th takes place from parts 1 through 6. The rest simply are Monster of the Week episodes, with Jason versus some guest star or placed in a strange environment. While Jason sort of reaches status quo in Part 3, he's not really established as the monster we all know and love until Part 6, in what is often referred to as Zombie Jason. I know some people disagree, but this is the Jason everyone knows. I didn't hate the Michael Bay reboot, but something that acknowledges the past while pushing the story forward is ideally what I would love to see. Set it in the snow, give it a few moments of found footage a la a Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot film, but instead of reinventing the wheel, Let's just get some solid scares at a campground. Instead of doing a full-blown flashback or push forward, how about we get a little clarity behind Jason's death, Pamela Voorhees' attempts to keep the camp closed, and maybe even the Christie family and their antics. But I also would love to see a President's Day story taking place at the same time, with Jason taking out campers as a full grown-ass zombie man. It's going to be the 13th installment of the series. Why not go balls out crazy with it? So while these new stirrings might be nothing but hype and hope, someday Jason will rise again. I'm as hyped as ever about the possibilities, especially if we get the right writers, directors, and producers behind a new Friday the 13th film. Just as Halloween got a retelling from talented filmmakers who grew up with the series, I think the same can be done for the people like me who grew up loving this series and feeling that the best Friday the 13th is yet to come. If and when any new information develops, I'll be sure to post about it. That'll be it for today. If you like this video, please pound the thumbs up button. Share the video with your social media addicted pals. If you're looking for written reviews, you can find them on MLMillerWrites.com. Don't forget about the new trade paperback for my comic book horror series, GRAVETRANCERS. It's out in all of the finer comic book shops now. And be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for alerts to be the first to see my future videos. Thank you so much for your time, and take care.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're